Okay, the first person I'll be interviewing today is Mr. Johnson, assistant principal here at Samuel High School, and he will attempt to answer these questions for us. Um, the first question, and we'll go ahead and get started, is how does the campus acknowledge, recognize, and celebrate those who implement strategies in support of the campus vision?
Well, first of all, we try to recognize our teachers, staff members, and teachers on a monthly basis. We have staff member and teacher of the month recognitions, and that's based on on what we see that they're doing to contribute to the success of our students, work ethic, and how they are contributing to the overall campus culture. So we're watching those teachers and staff members that do not go unrecognized. We look at the contributions they're making on a daily basis,
Right.
and working with our students, assistant staff members, just helping the school function properly. So that's one way that we recognize and celebrate. It not only comes with a little celebration certificate, we also try to give them a little monetary reward in the form of gift certificate. I'm sorry, not a gift certificate, but a gift certificate.
The gift cards.
Gift cards.
Gift
Yeah,
cards.
that's what I mean.
Right.
Gift cards. Yes. So that's where we try to recognize them, and then at the end of the year, of course, we have a big recognition for a year-long celebration for those staff members that have made contributions throughout the entire school year, at the end of each semester and at the end of the school year.
And let me just expand on this. Who heads this up? I know Miss Jones. Was it Miss
Right.
Jones and Miss Farmer?
Miss Jones, Miss Farmer, and now Miss Whitney is
Okay.
also a part of that. And all the administrators, when we meet, we normally nominate individual. We all try to nominate somebody differently, and then we come up with reasons for our nominations, and then we're asked to vote, cast a secret ballot, and whoever that person is that has that wins is the person that's selected.
Right, and I know because you nominated the last professional development we had. I think when we gave out the
Right.
plaques and certificates,
Right.
Every administrator had nominated a
Right,
person. Okay.
right.
Okay.
That's what we do. That's what we try to do, and to make it more inclusive, in order to get more people involved. In addition to nominating, recognizing one overall person, each administrator also has the choice to nominate one individual from their particular department as well.
Okay.
So we could try to recognize more people rather than just one person overall.
Okay. Question number 2: how these contributions and achievements effectively communicate to the staff, students, and community?
Well, if you notice out in the front foyer downstairs, we normally have a picture of the what we call the Spartan of the month,
Okay.
and we usually take that person's picture, place it in the glass down there, and so they can receive public recognition of any visitor coming into our school,
Right.
students, parents, and they can see who that person is, and we try to recognize our staff members. And in addition to that, each year, of course, the school district requires each school to nominate a teacher of the year and a support staff member of the year. And that's a district-wide initiative. So every school will recognize that as well, and that information, of course, is put up on our marquee, where the Samuel community can see that, and we recognize that person, and that's district-wide publicity there. So that is one way we try to communicate it. Not only to our staff members and students, but to the community as a whole.
Who selects teacher of the month?
Teacher of the month is selected by administrators.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Number 3: how does the campus use innovative thinking, risk taking, or failures as a learning experience to promote the campus vision?
Well, we brainstorm. Not just administrators, but if you notice, we have teachers that serve on what we call the instructional leadership team.
Okay.
And once a week we meet, and ideas are put out there, formulated. We have input from our instructional coaches. We have PLC meetings on a weekly basis, and the administrators get feedback from those teachers, and a lot of times they bring those initiatives back to administrators. Let me give you an example. In your case, electives, one of the things that I recall that Mr. Murray brought back was something in fact that they didn't have a hall monitor back on their elective hallway back there at one time. He brought that back to the administrative meeting, put it on the table, and we came up with a plan with our safety team. So now there is a safety monitor that rotates, that's always available to cover that area at any given time. So these kind of things is what we try to get input in, and a lot of times we get emails from various teachers concerning different issues. And anytime I get an email, I'm going to bring it up in my admin meeting. And not only that, my PLC social studies, I always ask them for feedback on anything that they would like to see changed or they need some input in. And then if I can't do it, then I'll put it out on the table at the administrators meeting. And then we come up, because we want all the teachers to feel like they're getting supported. Because if they get the support, then that translates to our students. Our students are supported, and then that translates to our overall success.
So in this is where Mr. Murray, we talked about that back hallway. Was that something that was voted on, or did Mr. Vega just say that?
What happened was this: we looked at what we do when we come up with stuff like that. We get a school map. And of course, Dr. Terry is over the safety committee. And what we do, we look at every zone and see who he has assigned to every zone. And if we see a particular area that's not being covered, or for an extended period of time, we ask Dr. Terry to come up with a plan to rotate a security monitor in that zone. It may not be there all day, but at least someone is covered. Let me give you a good example at the front desk right now. As you know, we have our copy lady had a baby, so she's out on maternity leave. So the lady at the front desk has gone back to the copy room. So they had to come up with a schedule. You see Mr. Newhouse, Dr. Terry, Mr. G, rotating on a every 2-hour basis, covering that front area to make sure that we always have somebody in place up there. So they have a plan that, when things like that come up, we come up with a plan to make sure the entire school is covered. Because people will be out, people are, for various reasons, and we want to make sure that don't stop the school from being covered, and safety is of the utmost importance.
So that would be the innovative, that a good example of innovative. What about either risk taking or failures?
Anything?